Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, what would happen if your mobile phone killed you?
We are tonight's entertainment.
I would rather watch Beautician and the Beast.
People don't forget.
Made for movies.
Welcome back to the Made for Movies podcast. I'm your host, Aaron Wolf. With me, as always, Mr. Eric Russo. What's going on, Mr. Godzilla? How are you?
I'm great. It's Monday, so you know what that means.
Oh, yeah. New format, and we're going to be starting to do news every Monday, right?
Yep, news every Monday. We want to get this stuff to you guys so you have it for the start of the week. So this will always be from the previous week. We'll have a box office update, and we'll count down the top stories of the week for you guys. We're also going to do a couple news segments, the first being what's called Wolf's Why Is This Happening news story of the week.
We got a good one this week. I can't wait to talk about it. It's pretty interesting stuff.
So this is essentially the worst story, or the story that we just don't understand why they're making it. And Wolf will audibly say, why is this happening?
We're going to make it all nice and probably auto-tune it, right? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, let's start off with our box office update. We have a brand new movie out, of course, getting a lot of acclaim in the news media, Godzilla vs. Kong. It's killing out there, isn't it? Sounds like they're making quite a bit of money, a little bit more than what was expected, especially with them releasing it simultaneously, on HBO Max. People are heading out to the movies. They feel like vaccinations are rolling out. They can get out there and get in the crowd.
Yeah. What's crazy about this, so it's going to make about $52 million domestic, which the record for a previous week was, I think, Tenet with $21 million. So more than double. And that's Tenet. That was a 7-day opening in North America. This is just a 4-day opening in the U.S. Canada's not even open right now for theaters.
Wow.
So more than double, and it's going to be at 300 million worldwide by Monday.
Oh my gosh, already? What did it cost to make?
160. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so they're crushing. That's amazing. Yeah, like to double a movie like Tenet, which is really good, and if anyone hasn't seen it, you should. That's saying something. I think we're starting to see a little bit more normalcy out there as far as theaters and whatnot.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy because right now, theaters, this played in 3,000 movie theaters, which typically a blockbuster is going to play in about 4,000. So you're at 75% for the movie theaters. And then I know when you went, you said the same thing, but they're only allowed to be at about 30 to 40% capacity for showtime. So it's pretty incredible that it's putting up numbers like this. I imagine had they not had HBO Max in normal times, this would have been a $200 million opening for sure. So congrats to them, and I'm sure it's going to lead to more MonsterVerse, which is
I don't doubt it. They got the green in their eyes at this point, I'm sure. But so far the other movies are good, and I believe on Thursday we'll be releasing our official Made for Movies review of Godzilla vs. Kong 2021.
Yes, sir. So we recommend going to see this in a theater, support your local theater. But if you can't make it out, it is free on HBO Max. So definitely watch it and get ready for the review so you can kind of do the walkthrough with us. It's going to be a fun time for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's get into some news.
Frame up two.
Let's go to Brian Fantana
Give me a tighter one on
live
two.
on the scene with a Channel 4 News exclusive. Brian?
The mood is tense. I have been on some serious reports, but nothing quite like this.
Yep, so this week we have 6 top stories, so Wolf's going to count them down for us. So the number 6 story of the week, Wolf, what do we got?
So it looks like DC Universe is canceling some movies after all of the success of the Snyder Cut and all the people raving and reviewing about it and all the Snyder rights going on and bashing Godzilla vs. Kong on reviews. Sounds like Warner Brothers is a little upset with those fans and starting to cancel some stuff. So what's getting thrown out around here?
Yeah, so two movies got canceled. One is a New Gods movie. New Gods, I don't know too much about this. I do know that Darkseid is one of the New Gods. So,
okay.
Yeah, I don't know if the plan was to have like a new actor. I'm sure they were not going to have any continuity with the Snyder Cut. So, Yep, they axed this one, and they also axed the James Wan produced Trench movie, which is a spin-off of Aquaman.
Okay.
I could have told you that was a horrible idea.
Can I send him a personal letter of thanks for canceling that? Because the less Aquaman, the better, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This was supposed to be like a full-blown horror movie, and Warner Brothers has said that the people attached to it, all the work that they did, will be kind of put on the back burner, and that if they do continue these movies, they will go back to these people, and all of the writers that are working on it said they really hope they get the chance to finish it. But I do not think we'll ever see these. It's possible the Trench movie from Aquaman, but it just sounds like a $200 million mistake all the way around.
But you can imagine what it'd be like if they did, right? Huh?
I mean, James Wan, he's pretty good. He's got a lot of good credits to his name. It'd be tough for him to probably mess up a movie that bad, but with what he's working with the story and the actors and the dialogue that we've seen so far from an Aquaman type of movie, let's just leave it at that, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm one of the biggest James Wan supporters for sure. I love his horror movies, but I mean, Fast and Furious 7 and the Aquaman the first Aquaman he directed, just not for me at all. So I think he should stick to horror, or maybe do a Godzilla movie or something. But stay out of the water, man. Stay out of the water.
Yeah, that makes sense. Moving right along to our fifth top story. Something I don't care too much about. I've never watched a single one of these, but no, it's a big franchise worldwide. Resident Evil. They're doing a reboot, and the name of it makes me laugh because Welcome to Raccoon City. It actually has me a little bit intrigued more than anything else. Like, is it like the rabbit from Monty Python, the Holy Grail? Is it like those types of things that it just comes out of nowhere and shocks you? But it looks like it's been delayed. It was going to be released on Labor Day. Now it's going to be Thanksgiving.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so this one's kind of funny. Yeah, so I love Resident Evil. I think the games I grew up playing all the games. They're one of the best video game series of all time. The movies are dog shit.
Tell me how you really feel.
They're really bad. It's basically if Zack Snyder was stuck on a remote island with only, what's her name? Mila Jovovich. And he was like, listen, we're just going to film 8 movies in slow motion of you without clothes on, and you're gonna say like one word catchphrases, like "Who left the fridge open?"
That's really good.
That's the entire
shout out
series.
to Ben Stiller in Tropic Thunder for that one.
But this one is directed by a director I like, Johannes Roberts. He's a good horror director. Directed 47 Meters Down. It's also going to be based off the video games, which is really cool. So I have hopes that this will be good in a horror movie. What makes no sense to me is releasing a horror movie on Thanksgiving. I think it's the worst idea I've ever heard. No one's going to go see this like, oh, yeah, like let's go eat some turkey and go see some zombies.
Right.
It just makes no sense at all. So I don't know why they wouldn't keep Labor Day, but it looks like they wanted to get away from the Marvel movie Shanghai and the Legend of Ten Rings.
I see. Yeah. I couldn't really care less, but I agree with you. Thanksgiving is not a movie like go out type of night. Christmas would be a little bit more reasonable in my opinion for that, but who knows? We'll see. It'll probably do $1 billion worldwide anyway, just because it has Raccoon City in the title. But anyway, moving right along, we've got our fourth top story. Jordan Peele. He's got a movie coming out here. It looks like there's some interesting casting going on with this. What's happening here?
Yeah, so Jordan Peele's next horror movie, that we don't know the name of it quite yet, just an unannounced movie. Most of he is very top secret with everything, but we do know that Daniel Kaluuya, whatever the heck his name is has been cast in it, along with Keke Palmer.
Okay.
So pretty exciting. He just got nominated for Judas and the Black Messiah. But what's really cool is they just cast in a lead role Steven Yeun from Walking Dead, and he just got nominated for Minari for Best Actor. So
wow,
Pretty awesome. Jordan Peele, I love Get Out. It's one of my favorite horror movies ever. I know you're a pretty big fan of it, right?
I love Get Out. It's like a horror movie that I like versus like a jump scare, paranormal activity type of crap. But I'm excited for anything that Jordan Peele puts out. I haven't caught Us yet. I heard that was a lot more scary than Get Out, so I was kind of like, maybe I'll just skip that one and see. But I look forward to most of what he's putting out these days.
Yeah, I was not a fan of Us. It's a very well-made movie. The tone of it is very strange. So yeah, like it tries to be some parts scarier, but it's also a lot sillier too. There's some scenes that are like you can't not laugh at them, but like I'm not laughing with them, I'm laughing at them, sort of thing. So
Sure.
It had a good message behind it for sure, but overall just a little bit of a miss, but still worth a watch in my opinion. But yeah, no, this one should be great. Great cast. I'm excited to see who the villain could be. I have a strange feeling it's going to be Daniel Kaluuya.
Okay.
So I think that it's time for him to kind of be the bad guy. I think he's going to kill it. I think that will be really, really exciting. So that's my prediction on that one. But what do we got next? I think one that you're looking forward to, right?
Moving out of the horror genre here, we're going into Star Wars. Certainly something I am a big fan of. We've got some news on the Obi-Wan Kenobi series getting launched on Disney Plus. It should be coming out pretty soon as well, but we've got their cast.
Yeah, this cast looks great. So we have returning as Obi-Wan. Is it Wan or Wan?
I think it's Obi-Wan.
Wan? All
Yeah.
right. I've been calling him Obi-Wan forever.
I think you got to flip-flop what you say when you won the game versus Obi-Wan. I think those some people flip those around when they say one or the other.
Shout out to Tom Segura.
Your mom's house.
Great. Yeah, so from there, the most interesting casting by far has to be Hayden Christensen returning as Anakin Skywalker. This guy has not acted since Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, isn't he in Looper?
He's in Jumper.
I know. I just like to mess with you guys. Everyone out there loves Looper, loves Jumper. I know
no one loves Jumper. Nobody. It's the worst movie ever.
No, I do have some people who have been like, you don't like Jumper? I'm like, come on, dude. That's the worst superpower of all time. Get out of town. But yeah, no, that's pretty exciting. I'm assuming it's going to be some kind of helmet off, really scorched earth type of face. Like scenes from him where he's in whatever planet he resides on these days. So that's pretty cool. Looks like we got some interesting other castmates like Kumail Nanjiani from Silicon Valley.
That's a pretty big one.
He's super jacked now. I don't know if you've seen that cover of Men's Health he did. I was like, because he's going to be in a Marvel movie. He obviously he wanted to look like a superhero, but going from a total nerd into where he's at now is pretty cool. Who else we got?
Joel Egerton returning. So he played Luke's adoptive father in Revenge of the Sith, I believe.
Uncle Owen. Yep.
And if everyone remembers, Uncle Owen in the original is like 99 years old.
Something's not lining up with the timelines here. I wonder if they're going to have to age people. At least they're not going to have to de-age people. We know that much. That's pretty cool.
It's a lot easier to put makeup on, especially if you've seen Coming to America. It can be done.
Oh, here we go again. Like Eddie Murphy doesn't put on makeup for 15 different characters in every movie. Anyway, there's no resentment there. We're still friends at least.
Sung Kang from the Fast and the Furious series. I like him a lot. He's pretty cool. Looking forward to see. Hopefully he's got a nice little spot in this. And then the last one, no, that was pretty much it. All the other people.
O'Shea Jackson, Ice Cube's son.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one too, I think. And
that's good.
I'm definitely excited for Sung Kang as well because as most people know who listen to the podcast, Tokyo Drift is my favorite Fast and Furious movie, and he's fantastic in that. And looks like he's going to be returning in the Fast 9 movie. So
it's like the Emperor says, right? Through the dark side, it's possible that anything can happen.
Yes, oh God, why did he come back? I hope he's not in this, to be honest with you, but who knows? They might surprise us.
He's the villain in Fast and the Furious 14.
It's actually a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away where they shoot that one. That's for my Star Trek nerds out there. But our second top story, moving right along, looks like Netflix has made a fairly large purchase. $450 million to do some Knives Out sequels. So Knives Out, I got to be honest, I skipped it completely after everything I heard from my friends and anyone who saw it. I know it's available right now. I probably will watch it in anticipation of Netflix producing a couple more, but tell me what's going on here.
Yeah, so they purchased the rights to 2 sequels, which as of now will release directly onto Netflix. So no theatrical, which is a little bit of a bummer because, Knives Out was actually the highest grossing original movie since Interstellar.
Oh, wow.
So almost five years, before a movie had made as much. It made over $311 million on a $40 million budget, which is why Netflix obviously purchased it for $450 million.
Ka-ching.
It's exciting. Your boy Ryan Johnson is returning to direct. Daniel Craig is returning to star, and it looks like they're going to do a completely new ensemble cast, new location. So a really cool idea. It looks like this will be like an ongoing series of his, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of like detective books out there and stuff. This is a completely original idea. So I think we could get 5, 6, 7 of these for sure.
Wow. So did you like the first one, Knives Out?
I did not like it the first time I saw it because I thought it was just too predictable. The performances are very, very good. It's worth watching. Rewatching it, I really like it though.
Okay.
Again, once you know what's going to happen and you're not like trying to figure it out, you can just kind of appreciate the movie for what it is. It's a fantastically directed, written, and performed movie for sure. And I definitely think everyone should give it at least one watch. And at home, like the second time I watched it, I was on a plane. Like this movie is free pretty much everywhere, so it's definitely worth a couple hours, especially with. The Snyder Cut being 18 hours, if you can parcel that up, I'm sure you can find the time for this.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely going to check it out, especially being that there's going to be more coming down the pipe for that. But it brings us right to our very top story of the week with some big news as far as trailers.
Top story of the week.
Top story of the week. Or should I do it in the Aquaman song? The top story of the week.
I picture Aziz from Parks and Rec doing it. Like, it's the best day of the week.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Absolutely. But yeah, we had a big trailer, a new Red Band trailer drop for Suicide Squad by James Gunn. Looked like it shattered some records. What's going on with it?
Yeah, so we had 2 trailers come out. We had the Red Band trailer and then the theatrical, which debuted with Godzilla vs. Kong. Usually when this happens, too, you get 2 identical trailers, but the Red Band trailer has blood. Like Mortal Kombat had 2 trailers, but they're identical except for some gore and some cursing. This one had like a different song, which was like really funny. I forget what the song was, but it was like, "We are the champ."
No. So it was Rami Malek singing that in the
I
background?
had PTSD for sure, but so it broke the record for viewership for a Red Band trailer, which we just talked about a few weeks ago. Mortal Kombat had the record with 116 million, and this had 150 million. So
wow,
anticipation is very high for this. I'm way more excited after seeing the trailer. But what did you think of the trailer?
I thought the trailer was hilarious, and I am looking forward to it. John Cena, I think he's funny in everything he does, and I'm very interested to see. I didn't know too much about the shark character before. I'm going to start looking into him, but it looks like he's a fan favorite already for a lot of people, so I think it's going to be worth a watch.
Yeah, so the shark character is being voiced by Sylvester Stallone, which is just...
That's so cool. I love that.
So, yeah, I mean, everyone knows James Gunn. He directed, his biggest claim to fame is the 2 Guardians of the Galaxy movies. So I'm assuming King Shark is kind of the surrogate for Groot here.
Yeah, it's not Vin Diesel, though. That's too bad.
Yeah, which is funny. So he reuses a lot of actors. Sly Stallone was in Guardians 2 in a glorified cameo, but, they did set him up to have a bigger role in the sequel. So I believe he's going to have a expanded spot for Guardians 3. We have Michael Rooker back from Guardians here, too.
Nice.
As long as Pete Davidson dies and has less than 5 minutes of screen time, I will 100% be giving this movie a 10 out of 10. That's all.
Okay. I mean, that's enough for me as well. Yeah, I wonder how he's going to be funny and all that crap in the movie, but we'll see what happens to him. But yeah, definitely excited. Most of what Gunn puts out obviously is very good, and I think it'll be a good redemption from the trailer, or the dumpster fire that was the first Suicide Squad movie, unlike the Ayer cut, which we still should demand, and I hope the Snyderites are out there demanding that as well.
We should mention that the first trailer for the Suicide Squad was like the best trailer of all time, and everyone was so excited. That's the Queen one. So we've been fooled before. Hopefully we're not fooled again here, so we'll see.
Absolutely. That brings us to everyone's favorite news segment on the podcast, Wolf's Why Is This Happening? News story of the week. Just today released was the Space Jam trailer, the upcoming it's a reimagining, not more erotic luckily, but LeBron James coming out and filling some pretty big shoes of Michael Jordan, and the new Space Jam, A New Legacy. So what did you think of the trailer?
My thought is always this: even if you don't have a good 2-hour movie, you should have at least 2 minutes of stuff you can put in a trailer that will be like entertaining, and even the biggest skeptic can be like, okay, it kind of looks good. So either this movie is awful or it's one of the worst put together trailers ever, because I didn't laugh or smile one time.
I gotcha. Well, shout out to my boy Jeffrey down in Houston. He told me that the trailer was released today. I hadn't looked at the news story yet. Had some thoughts of his own. Tons of cameos that we're seeing coming in the trailer. It looks like Warner Brothers is just basically saying, all right, this is going to be Ready Player One, except with basketball. So enjoy, guys. It's just Iron Giant, Godzilla. So many people that you see in there that are going to be helping the Toon Squad. And I'm just kind of wondering what they're going to try to do with all those guys. Like, it has left me intrigued, but I'm not expecting it to be good. I'm still going to go see it. But it's kind of, I have a feeling it's going to be pretty terrible. I don't know.
Yeah, unless they're keeping all the good stuff from the trailer. I've seen rumors that they're like going to have characters from The Matrix in this, and Batman, and the Joker. Again, I think that's a really cool idea. If you're going to do it, do it. But, maybe they're keeping it a secret. We'll see. We'll definitely be watching it. So,
yeah, it's just Warner Brothers doing what Warner Brothers did with Ready Player One. Like I said, like it's just basically dumping as many characters that they own the rights to, and hoping that it goes well for a nice, entertaining sports event. Go team, go! But we'll see what happens. I think it'll be pretty good.
I disagree with you.
No, that's what I mean. A pretty good podcast that we'll tear it to shreds.
Yeah, but the first one, I mean, if you ever want to get hyped, just watch the intro to the first one with all the Jordan highlights. And if you don't like that, you should probably just turn this off right now.
Right.
So let's get to our final segment of the day, what we're watching. So we're going to be doing this every Monday. This is stuff that we're not going to be doing full reviews for, but just some stuff, could be new, could be old, some recommendations from us that we think is worth your time. So, Wolf, what are you watching today?
I haven't been watching too much. Have a lot going on personal life-wise, but I did happen to catch the South Park vaccination special that was released a few weeks ago, being that, I'm very interested in South Park's overall commentary on the goings-on of normal people in the world. Found it to be hilarious. I think it's definitely worth a watch. It goes by pretty quick, but they're touching on, obviously, COVID-19 and all the vaccinations, and it just brings out the best in each character, I think, for some of the specials that they've done in the past. Like they did a Game of Thrones special, they did Imagination Land as kind of like a 3-part series. I found it to be, again, hilarious that they have a nice little comment about, what's going on in society today. So that's pretty much it for me. How about yourself?
Yeah, I did not catch that, but I definitely will now that I know about it, because I'm sure that they get pretty aggressive with some of the humor.
It's really good. It's really funny.
Yeah, so I actually have 3 recs this week. I'll be pretty quick with all of them. So a brand new show just launched on HBO Max called Made for Love with Kristen Milotti from Palm Springs, How I Met Your Mother, Wolf of Wall Street. Really cool show. It's got like a sci-fi spin on it. Very funny. I think she's freaking hilarious.
Nice.
It also has, I don't know the guy's name, but he's in Game Night. Do you remember his name or no?
I don't off the top of my head.
Yeah. Well, he's in it. He's very funny too. Worth checking out. Free on HBO Max. From there, I just saw a movie on Netflix called Bad Trip, which is kind of like a Jackass style spinoff, where it's got a movie plot similar to like how the Borat movies have, but it's all just, pranks put together. Very, very funny. I laughed several times. It's very stupid, but if you like those prank movies, highly recommend you watching it. It has Eric Andre, who's hilarious.
He's funny.
Yeah, very, very good. And then the last one is a series on HBO called Barry. This has been on for a couple years now. I recently caught up on it. It stars Bill Hader as an assassin who's also trying to like make it as a new actor in Hollywood.
Talk about a cool story just from that right there. TV Ron actually says Barry's one of his personal favorites as well. So shout out to TV Ron.
TV Ron.
And I watched the first few of that when it first came out, and I haven't caught up yet. So definitely looking forward to Barry.
Yeah, that's what I did too. And it sounds like a lot of people did that. I caught like 2 or 3 episodes. I liked it, but it wasn't like hooking me in. And then I finally went back to it, and it gets a lot better. Season 2 is incredible. It's coming back, I think, at the end of this year. I think it's one of the best performances ever in any series from Bill Hader. So if you like him, you'll be blown away by his performance. And highly recommend everyone watch these 2 seasons, especially if you like stuff like Dexter or any sort of like dark comedy. But yeah, that is all I got this week.
Awesome. Well, yeah, guys, same here. We really appreciate you listening and hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be coming out with our Godzilla vs. Kong review this week on Thursday, so definitely go see it and tune in for that. As always, follow us on all of our socials at Made for Movies Podcast on Instagram. Check out our website, madeformovies.com. We've got t-shirts on there. madeformovies.com/merch. Pick one up. We really appreciate that. And if you send us a picture wearing the shirt, we'll shout you out on the podcast. So shout out to my boy Jeffrey once again down in Houston. Appreciate it, brother. And for that, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Well, not me personally, but a guy I know. Him and her got it on. Woo-wee! So they did.
Made for Movies.